Ever wondered if you could actually take control of exactly what goes into your pet's food without spending a fortune on commercial brands? That is the promise behind this little stainless steel machine. It is not some massive industrial piece of equipment that takes up half the garage. Instead, it is a surprisingly compact unit that sits right on a workbench, weighing in at just about 7.5 pounds. When you first pull it out of the box, the build quality is the first thing that hits you. It is all stainless steel, which is a huge plus because, let's be honest, anything dealing with moisture and food ingredients is going to rust in a heartbeat if it is made of cheap, painted metal. Now here is the thing about the motor. It is packing 650 watts of power, which is plenty for a household setup. It spins at 140 RPM, and while that might sound slow on paper, it is actually the sweet spot for compressing feed without turning everything into a burnt mess. It handles the 3.5 die size quite well, pushing out consistent little pellets that are perfect for birds, fish, or even the occasional cat or dog treat. The texture comes out pretty solid, which is great for keeping the nutrition locked in rather than having it crumble into dust the second it hits the water or the bowl. What stands out, though, is the mobility. Because it is so light, you can easily tuck it away on a shelf when you are done. It is not a permanent fixture, which is a massive win for anyone with limited space. However, there is a bit of a learning curve here. You cannot just throw random scraps in and expect perfect results. The consistency of your mix matters a lot. If the moisture content is off, you might find yourself fiddling with the feed formulation a bit before you get that perfect, smooth output. It is not a plug-and-play appliance in the sense that you need to know your ingredients, but once you dial in your recipe, it works like a charm. One thing to keep in mind is the power requirement. It is set up for 220 volts, so if you are in a region that runs on standard household outlets, you will need to make sure your setup matches that. It is a small detail, but it is the kind of thing that can ruin your day if you are not prepared. Also, while it is easy to clean, you do have to be diligent about it. Since it is stainless, it wipes down nicely, but you definitely want to stay on top of the maintenance to keep the dye clear. It is a niche tool, for sure, but for someone who is serious about customizing their animal feed, it is a solid, no-nonsense piece of gear that does exactly what it claims to do without any unnecessary fluff.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.